Hey team, let's talk Remine. So I know I've given mixed reviews on the product over the past couple years. I still have mixed reviews, but I do think it's the best tool we have to target mailing addresses if we're going to do some type of marketing campaign to sellers, for example. So I have an example of what I want to go target here. Here's where I want the people to be, where I want the houses. I'm going after listings at this price. The people need to have equity, and I want owner occupants. I don't want renters or absentee owners in this case. To get into Remine, as long as you're in Bright MLS, you go to the Market Research tab, go down to Remine. Everybody has a free Remine account. There's some limitations when you start to pull a lot of contacts out of this. The goal today is for me to get down to at least 250 people or less for me to target to, because that's what's in my budget for this mailing campaign. So I'm going to go over to Discover. It's going to bring up my map. I can move this to the side. I want to get more specific because what we're doing is targeting the people most likely to be receptive to my message. So if you saw my geo border, 14th and T to 7th to P to 14th, first thing I can do is zoom in a little bit more and go draw that border. So if I come here, I can click the polygon logo. Next criteria I wanted to do was property value 1.2 to 2 million. So I can click the property value tab. I can apply that. It'll show up in my filter list up here. You can see now I'm down to 331. Now I want to make sure these people have at least $250,000 equity. That got me down a little further to 307. So now with these filters, I'm down to 286. I want to get a little more targeted. So I'm going to select the absentee owner and make sure that they're owner occupants. Hit apply to get my number down to 204, which is really the sweet spot I was going for, 200 to 250. So now I can go over to track all. They're added to the track, which means now I can go over here to the left, check out my track. Really all I want to do with these is export them all as a CSV so that I can load them up into my Marketing Matters or whoever my print shop is who's going to send out these mailers. So I can go to select all, export CSV, name the file. I want all the information on here. I can go edit that later on my CSV or in my spreadsheet. Just give it to me, let me extract it out of the system. Hit download. Now it's going to take a few minutes. I'll get a notification. Of course, I'll speed this video up so that you guys don't have to wait with me and show you what it looks like. One thing I'll point out while we're waiting is on the right, you can see one of the things it qualifies each of these properties with is a sell score. So they're using their proprietary algorithm to determine how likely that seller is to sell or not. If you want to know my thoughts on that term, proprietary algorithm, go watch any previous sales meeting video that we've ever done before. So in this instance, I just don't care. I'm trying to get in front of these owners of these nice properties in the area I'm going after, regardless of what Remine thinks on them about to score or not. Having said that, I've heard some of you that have been tracking that feel that their sell score is pretty accurate, at least for the high ones. But I didn't want to knock out all these other possibilities. I really am. All right, so you can see this pop-up just came up. CSV download is ready. I can go to download. It's downloaded on my computer now. I can open that in Excel. I can upload it to Vistaprint, to my Marketing Matters, whatever I need to now. I have my addresses to target this campaign and make it a lot more efficient